Hey guys, what's going on? Kyle here from Mission for Fishing. Today we're going to take an overview of my Clam Yukon XL Thermal and look at what is good about it, what I would like to change, and what modifications can be made to make this ice fish a little bit better. Comparing the Yukon XL Thermal to the Nanook XL Thermal, we're going to have a very similar outside skin layer, the thermal technology. We're looking at about 900 denier. This is actually almost the same thermal skin, it's just a little bit bigger to fit the bigger size of house. As we go around, you can see there's one door here. We're working with 6 windows that have that thermal latch on them, so you can turn the house dark if you'd like. One hatch in the back here, in case you need to get something out. I like to put my bucket back here in case I'm keeping fish. I can just throw them out the back. Not a huge deal. If you like to stay overnight, we got a little plastic casing here where you can put your house license in the back. A couple patches on the side so that they're reflective. People can easily see you if a light's flash. And one of the favorite parts of this house for me, this Velcro strap. So if you want to keep the door open, like today, it's a fairly nice day out. All you really have to do, push it against here. Doors open. We were really hot in the house today, so we thought we'll keep the one door open because we had the heater going. You can do this with both of the doors if you want them both open. Nice day out. Otherwise, this is basically the overview of the outside. Why don't you guys join me in here? So the first thing that I noticed when purchasing this house, and the main reason that I purchased it, were these support poles. It comes with 4 different support poles, 2 overhead, 1 in the front, 1 in the back. This is for those windier days. With my Clam Nanook XL Thermal, the house kind of started to sag a little bit, and I didn't love that. Also, another problem I started to figure out, so as you can see, these poles on the side would start to bend after use. So like with the wind being strong, the poles would bend, and then they wouldn't go back into their slots properly. This mechanism on the side with the pole going down and out is much more effective than your Nanook, since it goes flush with the bottom of the ground instead of actually pulling that pole down, and it starts to bend it and warp the pole actually. This L-shaped pole on the bottom is a huge plus for me, and the pole durability and strength is one thing that convinced me to buy this house. The next thing that I was kind of looking for in this house, you can see I'm still a little bent over, but I am 6'7" and a bit, and this house is about 5 inches taller than your Clam Nanook and about 5 inches wider. So it was the perfect house for me because I wanted to upgrade to something that was a little bit bigger, a little bit sturdier, and this one still fits in my Honda CR-V. Let's take a seat. So the one benefit of the Yukon XL Thermal is that it already comes with these seat covers, which is a huge bonus. You don't want to go without them. Nice easy fold up. The Nanook ones were actually locked into place. These are on a sliding bar in the back, so if I don't have a buddy fishing with me, I can just push the seat off to the side. I can be right in the middle. It works out pretty well. The sliding mechanism, you can scoot forward. All you have to do is lift up. You have a lot more flexibility with this type of seat. Another main reason I got it were for these underneath pouches. You can throw your phone under there, fishing tools. I like to put my wax worms underneath. It just makes life easy because otherwise it gets stuck on the bottom of the sled. You have no idea where your waxies went. The next major thing is this sled is going to be a little bit taller than your Nanook sled. The plastic is significantly thicker, and you know what you're kind of getting here. On both of my sleds, I've actually put the runner kit underneath, just to ensure that I'm not getting any holes in the sled. The one negative I do have to point out is having this bar here. I did like the lock-in seats. I do like the movability, but this bar kind of restricts how big a box. So I always carry a tub with me, behind me. Well, this bin is just barely big enough to fit back here, and I was a little worried about that at first, but it does decrease your room in the back a little bit on how big of stuff you can store back here. So far, I've been able to fit everything fairly comfortably and pack it up nicely. So the sled does work very well. It's a thicker material, and it definitely serves a good purpose. Okay guys, so the next thing I want to touch on is this overhead hammock pouch storage system. I find it very useful. Same thing you're going to get in your Nanook XL Thermal. Things that I don't want to get dirty, I'll throw up there. Sometimes I'll put like cooking utensils. If I have tongs, I got this Volt King flashlight, 1000 lumens. I think it was $8 at Runnings. You just turn this puppy on, throw it up here during nighttime, and your holes are illuminated the whole night. And one thing I forgot to touch on is these air vents. Come standard with 2 air vents, making sure that there's not too much carbon monoxide. These 2 side pouches. A lot of times I throw my tools off into these side pouches. In the Nanook, they used to be back here, out of the way, much more inconvenient to get back to them. Here, they're right there. So, now on to upgrades. As you can see, I have this nice 3/4 inch yoga mat flooring. Comes with 6 pieces. This bottom part has about 23, 24 inches or 24 feet of fishable area. And I find that with 6 pads, you're pretty good for a buddy. You can still drill your 4 holes in here. And make sure that this heater isn't burning into the ice. Because before, you'd be sitting in 2 inches of water by the end of the day. Absolutely a necessity if you're gonna get a flip over ice house to have these floor mats. It's a game changer. Okay, next upgrade that I made and I saw as a necessity, Caleb showed me that he had a lighting system in his house. So I had Isaac, a buddy of mine, hook up a lighting system for myself. I actually have a battery bracket down here running up to the female part of a cigarette lighter. And it actually has 2 charging cables that I can run and then a cigarette lighter. So David's currently charging his camera batteries. I'm charging my phone, works out great. And then this cord follows up. We have it zip tied all the way up to our lighting system up above. I got these on Amazon. They're like LED car lights. They work super well. We get all the different colors. You got red, green is probably my favorite, blue, of course white, orange, all the colors that you can pretty much imagine. Between the floor mats, the new charging port with the battery bracket, and the lights above, these are the upgrades that I've made so far. Being through 3 different fish houses, this is by far my favorite. Okay guys, thanks for taking a tour of my new Clam Yukon XL Thermal. We kind of compared it to the Nanook XL Thermal, my last house. Saw some of the upgrades that I made to the house, what I like about it, what I'd maybe change, and we just did a general overview of this new Yukon Thermal. So thanks for watching guys, and I'd say mission complete.